God bless everyone. So today my topic is about the landscape ecology. Article outline introduction. What is landscape ecology? Glossary. Future direction. Introduction. Landscape ecology is an interdisciplinary field that aims to understand and improve the relationship between a spatial pattern and ecological process on a range of scales. Ecology is the study of the interaction of living organisms with their environment. Within the discipline of ecology, researchers work at four specific levels, sometimes discretely and sometimes with overlap. These levels are organism, population, community, and ecosystem. So what is landscape ecology? Landscape ecology, the science of studying and improving the relationship between spatial pattern and ecological process in a landscape on multiple scales. Landscape ecology studies the structure, functions, and dynamics of landscape of different kinds, including natural, semi-natural, agricultural, and urban landscape. So landscape, it is about the people, the flow of energy, pollutants. It is the study of population, community, biosphere, and ecosystem. Landscape cognitivity, the degree of a landscape to facilitate or impede the exchange of organism, energy, material, and information among landscape elements. This is sometimes referred to as landscape functional connectivity, which is a function of both landscape structural cognitivity and the movement characteristic of the species or process under consideration. So, landscape cognitivity, cognitive landscape, is a sign of healthier ecosystem, one where species and natural process are able to move and function. Next is landscape pattern. The composition, diversity, and relative abundance and configuration, shape, size, and spatial arrangement of landscape elements, including both spatial patches and gradients. So this type of patterns is perfect for panels, accent walls, or dividing screen. Landscape function, the horizontal and vertical exchanges of organism, energy, material, and information in a landscape. So, it is a focus on the central role of soil in arid and semi-arid ecosystem. So, nag-focus siya sa central role. Landscape fragmentation, habitat fragmentation is a similar term to landscape fragmentation, but has a more explicit focus on changes in habitat relevant for organisms of interest. So, it is described the emergence or discontinuities in an organism preferred environment, causing population fragmentation and ecosystem. Landscape dynamics, temporal changes in the structure and function of a landscape driven by natural land anthropogenic process. Importante ni siya na land management conservation. It involves properties of the landscape such as stability, persistent, resistant, and resilience. A landscape sustainability, the ability of a landscape to maintain its basic environmental, economic, and social functions under ever-changing conditions driven by human activities and environmental changes. Sustainability, importante ni siya para sa economic reasons. Makatabang ni siya sa pag-reduce of population and conserve resources like water and energy, which will have a positive impact on the environment. Meta population. The total population system that is composed of multiple local population, geographical separated but connected through this dispersal. It is a separate habitat patches in a fragmented landscape of unsuitable habitat. Spatial heterogeneity, the combination of discrete and continuous variation of one or more variables in a landscape which can be characterized as patches, gradients, or a mixture of both. Spatial heterogeneity varies with scale in space and time. It is caused by the landscape, hence, a landscape with a spatial heterogeneity has a mix of concentration of multiple species and plants and animals and also various environmental characteristics. Especially explicit models, models that explicitly take account of the locations of process in a 2 or 3-dimensional space so that the spatial arrangement of landscape elements matters. Landscape dynamics, temporal changes in the structure and function of a landscape driven by natural land anthropogenic process. Patch dynamics, a perspective that ecological systems are mosaic of patches, each exhibiting non-equilibrium dynamics and together determining the system level behavior. Patches can be biotic or abiotic, ranging from a tree gap in a forest or source patch in a grassland to a whole ecosystem or continent. Pattern analysis, the procedure with which landscape pattern is quantified primarily using synoptic indices and special statistical methods. Scale, the spatial or temporal dimension of a phenomenon in landscape ecology. Scales usually refers to grain and extent. Grain is the finest spatial or term and temporal unit in a data set, within which homogeneity is assumed, whereas extent is the total spatial area, temporal duration of a study. Scaling, the translation of information between or across spatial or temporal scales or organization, all levels. Involved concept of landscape ecology. The definition of landscape ecology are also diverse, although they are not quite as numerous as those landscape. Image can be powerful, inspiring, and this is especially true to someone who has a special interest in landscape patterns. Partly inspired by the conspicuous special patterns revealed in aerial photographs, the German geographer and botanist coined the term the landscape ecology and defined it later as the study of the main complex causal relationship between the life communities in their environment in a given section of a landscape. Carl, through training and researchers multiple disciplines, endowed him with the abilities of synthesize across and innovate at the interface between different fields. He was trained as a botanist, did his doctoral dissertation in plant physiology, and then spent decades. As a result of his attempt to integrate the vertical ecological approach with the horizontal geographical approach, a new field of study was born. In the past several decades, landscape ecology has acquired a number of definitions which are all in some way related to Cartwright's original definition. For example, define landscape ecology as an aspect of geographical study which considers the landscape as a holistic entity made up of different elements, all influencing each other. He advocated that the landscape should be studied at the total character of a region, not in terms of the separate aspect of its components elements. This holistic landscape perspective continues and culminates in the work by Navy, who describe landscape ecology as the study of the total spatial and functional entity of natural and cultural living space. So some key ideas of contemporary landscape ecology such as patch dynamics and the patch corridor matrix model began to emerge in North America in the late 1970s. The first major communication between North American and European landscape ecologists occurred in 1981 when five American ecologists attended the first International Congress on Landscape Ecology in the Netherlands. The report of this historic work, published in the following year, became an important guide to the incipient landscape ecology. Why was such discussion necessary after landscape ecological research had been practiced for more than 40 years in Europe? The answer seems clear from Forman. What theory explained the special heterogeneity of energy nutrients, water, plants, animals at the level of a landscape, the setting in which we live, allows none to develop such a landscape theory. Broader skills that encompass multiple ecosystems need to be considered, and horizontal interaction have to be a focus of study. Thus, Foreman and Gordon I got drawn, define landscape ecology as the study of the structure, spatial relationship among the distinctive landscape elements, function, flow of energy, materials, and species among landscape elements, and dynamics, temporal changes in landscape structure. Key research topic landscape ecology, based on the suggestion by a group of leading landscape ecologists. Also summarize 10 key research topic and priorities as follows. 1. Ecological flows in landscape mosaic. 2. Causes, process, and consequence of land use and land cover change. 3. Nonlinear dynamics and landscape complexity. 4. Scaling refers to the translation of information from one skill to another across space-time or organizational levels. Methodological advances, special pattern measures to ecological process, integrating humans and their activities into landscape ecology. Optimization of landscape pattern. 9. Conservation and sustainability, biodiversity, ecosystem, functions, and human activities all take place in landscape. Last is data acquisition and accuracy assessment. Landscape ecological study use large-scale and multi-scale data. Future direction. Ecology Future is a field that explores how art, design, and research all can contribute to a better understanding of the environment. Some of the complex topics students in this field consider are the decline of biodiversity, ecological change, and related to ecological change, social injustice. So, So this is all about the relationship between living things and their habitats. It is the study of the organism and how they interact with the environment around them. Ang kapaligiran at ang pag-unawa at pagpapahalaga ng mga tao sa kapaligiran ay mahalaga dahil malaki ang kontribusyon ng mga ito sa ating kagalingan at kaligtad ng buhay. Nagbibigay sila ng mas malawak na konteksto kung saan tayo nabubuhay sa ating buhay na may magandang tanawin at makabuluhang kultura ang ating pakiramdam ng kagalingan. So the difference between the landscape and ecosystem. Ang landscape ay isang bahagi ng lupain o teritoryo. So ang ecosystem ay isang lugar kung saan ang mga halaman, hayop at iba pang mga organismo. So that's all. Thank you.